Just ahead on CTV News. History is made as Maryland elects its newest House Speaker, and Senator Ron Watson resigns from his job with the county school system. Plus, the Bowie State women's basketball team takes to court for an exciting matchup against Livingstone College. Simon Buggs has highlights. These stories and more on CTV News, starting now.
Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, December 16th. I'm Jonathan Hunter.
And I'm Anaya Falcon. Thanks so much for joining us. She's a longtime Maryland lawmaker, an immigrant from the Dominican Republic, and she has now become one of the most powerful women in the Maryland General Assembly. Her name is Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick, and she has been elected as the new Speaker of the Maryland House of Delegates.
Tonight, we have team coverage on everything that led up to that historic moment. We start off with CTV's Katara Jones, who was at a rally outside the Maryland State House.
That's right. The folks out here on Lawyers Mall want one thing, and that is for Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick to be the next Speaker of the Maryland House of Delegates, and they're making their support of her known today. JPM! JPM! Shouting JPM, the group Progressive Maryland rallied outside the Maryland State House this morning in support of Delegate Jocelyn Pena-Melnick, who represents Prince George's and Anne Arundel counties in the Maryland General Assembly, to become the next Speaker of the Maryland House of Delegates. Prince George's County Council Vice Chair Eric Olson, a longtime friend of Pena-Melnick, says she is the leader that we need.
She has all the qualities. She's smart, she's principled, with a strong moral compass, she's tough, she's tenacious, she's also caring and loving. As everyone who knows her knows that. She's fair, she listens.
The rally was aimed at making Pena-Melnick the first Afro-Latina and first immigrant to lead the Maryland House Chamber. For Leslie Herrera Cruz, a Latina and student at the University of Maryland, she sees Pena-Melnick's ascension to the Maryland House's top job as aspirational.
It's important to see people go to these positions because it shows that anyone can do it, you know? It shows that, we are not underestimated. Latinos make up a huge portion of this country as well.
We take it now to CTV's Michaela Newton, who's inside the Maryland State House with more on the special session vote.
All right, thanks, Katira. Well, outside they are rallying, but inside, behind closed doors, the House Democratic Caucus is meeting to nominate a new speaker. Reporters weren't let inside the room, but from right outside of the door, you could hear applause and a lot of laughter. This was moments after Jocelyn Pena-Melnick left the Prince George's County delegation meeting room after being confirmed as the new Speaker of the House.
I don't have words to express how I feel about my colleagues trusting me with this enormous responsibility to lead. I'm an inclusive leader, and I'm going to lead with my colleagues. This House belongs to all of us.
This all comes after Adrienne Jones stepped down as Speaker of the House of Delegates earlier this month. Jones was the first woman and first black legislator in the role and led the House of Delegates for about 6 years. Governor Wes Moore signed an executive order calling for a special session of the Maryland General Assembly. That special session was called to order today. We spoke with Delegate Marvin Holmes on what this means for the House of Delegates.
She didn't get this position because of her ethnic background. She got this position because she is a leader. And what we need in the Maryland General Assembly are leaders. And that's why she got our support in the Democratic caucus today. And that's why she will get our support on the House floor.
The 2026 Maryland General Assembly, the regular session, will be held on the second Wednesday in January. In Annapolis, I'm Michaela Newton for CTV News.
Michaela and Katara in Annapolis with team coverage for us. Thank you both.
Democrat Pena-Melnick has been a member of the State House of Delegates since 2007, representing Anne Arundel and Prince George's counties.
In other news, a family tragedy coming out of Temple Hills. 24-year-old Damari Lipscomb is in custody for the murder of his mother, 45-year-old Adia Lipscomb Mingo. According to the investigation, Lipscomb shot his mother in their Temple Hills home last Thursday after an ongoing dispute. Officers arrived at the home around 9 a.m. and found her suffering from trauma, and she was pronounced dead on the scene. Lipscomb was found and arrested in Pennsylvania. He remains there pending extradition to Prince George's County.
Meanwhile, law enforcement officials report crime is down in the county. Prince George's County Police Chief George Nader says violent crime is down by 19% and property crime is down 15%. He added they've also seen a 40% reduction in homicides and a 55% decline in carjackings. In D.C., the police department has faced accusations of changing data to make it appear crime is lower than it actually is. Chief Nader made it clear they do their due diligence to make sure their statistics are accurate.
But we work diligently on our numbers, and if we don't have accurate reporting, it affects our strategies, it affects how we deploy our troops. So accurate reporting is not only important for the community, but that's what drives our strategy. So every Thursday we have crime meetings in here where we discuss our numbers. We look at them finite, and we determine how we're going to deploy. So if our numbers were flawed, our strategies would be flawed as well. So there's nothing more important to having accurate numbers to us, and our numbers are accurate.
County police also announced they have their largest police recruitment class in a decade.
And Maryland Senator Ron Watson says he's resigned from a job with Prince George's County Public Schools after ethics officials raised concerns. State law generally bars lawmakers from holding paid positions with state or local governments. Watson had asked for an exemption, but the Ethics Committee denied it. He stepped down December 1st, saying a legal fight just wasn't worth it.
The Maryland Public Defender will lead a new partnership aimed at criminal justice reform. The program, called the Maryland Justice Partnership, will look at the recommendations from the Maryland Equitable Justice Collaborative. That body worked along the Maryland Attorney General's office to deliver recommendations on ending mass incarceration in a state where blacks account for 30% of the state's population, but 71% of the state's prison population. Areas of concern include fair sentencing and parole reform and pretrial justice and diversion.
A new analysis finds that Republicans could win big time across the South if the Supreme Court guts a key provision of the Voting Rights Act. The GOP could gain 200 state legislative seats, with the bulk concentrated in 10 GOP-controlled state legislatures in southern states. The report was produced by Fair Fight Action and Black Voters Matter Fund, who are both concerned about the impact of the anticipated decision in Louisiana versus Calais. The case centers on the constitutional of Louisiana's congressional map, but the decision could impact state houses across the country. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Anaya Falcon.
And I'm Jonathan Hunter. Still to come, it may be on the warmer side this week, but winter is still on the way.
That's right. After the break, Pepco has tips to keep your family warm and under budget. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, Dad, look at you.
I look nice, don't I?
I see you.
Yeah.
Adding your own flavor to fashion comes with age.
Oh, man, that's the best one yet.
Forgetting how to add doesn't. Finding it difficult to work with numbers may be a sign of Alzheimer's.
Dad, are you okay?
An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one.
High school.
Hey, Dad. Do you want to talk about what happened earlier?
Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's. Some things come with age. Some others don't.
Love is a lesson that doesn't end. It knows no conditions, so you better buckle in. Love keeps you on your toes. It never stops, only grows. Love isn't easy, it's a commitment, especially when they're being their most resistant. Love is finding the right seat so you can take a breath. But remember, Love isn't lax, it always double checks. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation, innovating to prepare students for our fast-changing world. They're skilled experts, discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, leading by example. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org.
Welcome back. Prince George's County officials say they are working with the community to help about 100 families who have been recently ordered out of their homes due to a heat outage. Residents at the Marylander condominiums in Langley Park were ordered to leave after officials deemed the building uninhabitable. Condo leaders say vandalism to the boiler system and age-related failures have made simple fixes impossible. The county says it's working with residents, advocates, and developers to find short-term housing help and long-term solutions for the complex. And the Prince George's County Health and Human Services building is closed until further notice. This is due to a pipe bursting yesterday, which caused flooding in the building. The Prince George's County Fire and EMS Department responded to the scene, shutting off the building's water and then evacuating staff. A public notice will be shared when the building is reopened to the public. Many HHS services remain available virtually and over the phone Monday through Friday between 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m.
And with the cold weather in December, our region is seeing a rise in water main breaks. WSSC Charter, which services Prince George's and Montgomery County, says they have had nearly 300 water main breaks since November 26th. And repairing them is not an easy task. Spokeswoman Lynn Riggin says repairing them is a complex process because of the buried infrastructure. They've had to locate all other utilities in the area and pinpoint exactly where they need to dig. Overall, the repair costs have also increased drastically over the years as well. And this month's colder than average temperatures have many energy customers cranking up the heat. According to Pepco, more than 47,000 of its customers have received a high usage alert, indicating their energy use was 30% higher than the same period last year. Pepco sends out the alert to customers informed about the usage and are not caught off guard by a higher bill. And to think it's not even winter just yet. Pepco spokesperson Chuck McDade offers these tips aimed at lowering your energy bills.
Some tips that you can do, we understand right now with it being cold, heating your home is going to be the biggest driver of your energy bill. And so we recommend, if you can, if your health permits and your comfort level, to set your thermostat around 68 degrees. And the reason for that is every degree below that, you could save up to 5% on your energy bill. Some other easy tips to do is let the sunshine in. When it's really cold outside, open up the blinds, open up the curtains, let that sunshine in. That heat will help keep your house warm and that thermostat from kicking on.
And other tips include caulking drafty windows and closing chimney flues. For more information regarding energy assistance programs, you can go to the website on your screen.
And a Maryland jury has again convicted a West Virginia man in a case that's lasted for years. Gregory Jones was found guilty of murder, conspiracy, and firearm charges in the 2018 execution-style deaths of Ashley Dickinson and Joshua Frazier in Burtonsville. Jones was first convicted and sentenced to 2 life terms without parole, but that verdict was overturned on appeal. In this retrial, the jury reached the same conclusion. He now faces 2 more life terms and life sentences plus 40 years. Sentencing is set for February.
If you're a parent, listen up. Whole milk could be coming back to the school's lunch menu. The House just passed a measure yesterday to restore whole milk back on the menu. The bill also passed unanimously in the Senate and now heads to President Trump's desk. Under the bill, schools that participate in the U.S. Department of Agriculture's National School Lunch Program will be allowed to offer flavored and unflavored organic whole milk. Whole milk was banned from school lunches for over a decade due to the effort to reduce childhood obesity. And Anaya, when I was in school, I'm not sure about you, every day when I would get lunch and I would pay for that lunch, I would get chocolate milk literally every single day. What about yourself?
Chocolate milk or strawberry, definitely. But now I just stick to the almond milk.
For sure, but I don't drink regular milk. The only milk that I drink is chocolate milk. I do not drink strawberry milk. I only will drink chocolate milk. Don't ask me why. It's just what I do.
Okay. And I do love that school lunch, man. I mean, nostalgia at its finest. I love it.
Especially
pizza, the best.
You actually those square pizzas.
Oh,
got
man.
the pepperoni on top.
French toast sticks. Love it.
Oh, for sure. Still to come on CTV News, Johns Hopkins Health Plans is joining the fight against food insecurity.
That's right. After the break, find out how they're helping a local pantry in the country. Stay with us.
We are women first, but women with disabilities last.
During a military exercise, we crashed and I broke my neck.
When I was in the Air Force, an accident changed my life. I couldn't have imagined the injustices I would face.
Every day, women like me go to the doctor for annual checkups for conditions like breast cancer. Early detection saved my life. But women with disabilities face a cruel reality: inaccessible medical facilities and equipment.
In the 25 years since my injury, I have not seen a gynecologist. There's not one accessible OBGYN in my community.
I found lumps in my breast. I went to a doctor's office I was told was accessible. But when I got there, I couldn't get through the front door.
I don't know where I'd be today without access to testing. Our veterans deserve better. Help PVA fight for access at pva.org.
If words were enough, I would help you bear your burden. I would watch each child of yours grow strong and true. Teach them to read and to write and to sing, so that their voices be forgotten nevermore. If words were enough, I would sate your hunger, and you would know you are my sister, my brother, my child. If words were enough.
It's so hard to predict a sick kid who just keep getting sicker, but we needed to be together as a family. My family is my entire life. My family means the world to me.
When we're together and we have support from Ronald McDonald House, we can be a little stronger. They provide food and a place to rest your head, and they will help you through every step. That's what gets you through every day when you don't know how else you're gonna make it.
It makes you feel like you're not alone.
There's a new mini food pantry in the city of Greenbelt aimed at helping people in need. Today, Priority Partners and CCI Health Services announced the partnership with the food cupboard. CCI, along with members of the community, will make sure the cupboards are stocked with non-perishable items. So, anyone who is in need of food or supplies can stop by at any time to take what they need. Officials with both organizations say they have seen a rise of people who are in need of food.
What we found is that food insecurity isn't loud. It's often quiet, and people don't want to say anything and they don't want to ask for help. So having an outlet where they don't have to say anything to anybody, just come grab what they need, we think is a critical step.
With the price of food, we see food as medicine. It's really hard to take care of your medical conditions when you're looking for basic needs like food.
We do regular food distributions every month in the city of Greenbelt, and we've been seeing the numbers go up each month. So this partnership with CCI and Priority Partners with the food cupboard, it's more than just a cupboard. It's a symbol of kind of working together to try and meet the needs of our residents.
Priority Partners and CCI Health Services also unveiled another mini food pantry in Glen Burnie this past weekend.
And heart experts say your risk for cardiac problems actually goes up during the holidays. And there's some simple signs to watch for. A Maryland doctor says holiday heart issues can stem from stress, changes in diet, more alcohol, and less exercise, all of which take a toll on the heart. Classic heart attack symptoms include chest pain, shortness of breath, and sweating, but sometimes people notice weakness, fatigue, or stomach discomfort first. Research shows heart attack deaths spike on Christmas Eve and remain high through New Year's. So doctors urge you to take any symptoms seriously and seek care early. And Christmas is officially 9 days away. And if you have gifts to send via mail, listen up. This year, the U.S. Postal Service has released special holiday deadlines if you want to get your gifts to arrive on time before Santa makes his way down the chimney. If using USPS Ground Advantage service, gifts should be sent out by tomorrow, December 17th. If you procrastinate or take too long finding that perfect gift, don't worry. FedEx is offering same-day delivery up until Christmas Eve.
Now you see it, now you don't. It's the latest scam targeting holiday shoppers, and it's called draining. According to officials, scammers take an unpurchased gift card off the rack, scratch off the back of the card to reveal the code, and then cover it up. Once the card is bought and activated, the scammer accesses the card online and steals the money on the card. Experts suggest you check the gift card carefully. If anything looks out of place or if there is any damage, do not buy the card. Try to buy gift cards that are locked away at stores instead of off the rack, or try to pay for it with a credit card. And if you get ripped off, the credit card companies could help you get your money back.
And the Powerball jackpot has grown to an estimated $1.25 billion. And lottery excitement is building heading into tonight's drawing. No one matched all 6 numbers in Monday night's Powerball drawing, so the jackpot has now climbed to about $1.25 billion, making it one of the biggest prizes in the game's history. The cash option on the jackpot is estimated at around $572 million before taxes, if someone takes it all at once. Powerball drawings are held on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night, with the next one set for tomorrow.
Attorney General Anthony Brown recently announced his office is leading a coalition of 22 state law enforcement agencies in a lawsuit against Uber. The lawsuit, previously filed by the Federal Trade Commission, alleges Uber used a variety of deceptive and unfair practices in offering and selling Uber One subscription services. The suit also alleges Uber automatically charged consumers who did not cancel a free trial, even charged some consumers before their billing date before their free trial ended.
And don't move, Simon Buggs has our Tuesday sports page.
That's right, and here we got some highlights from the Lady Bulldogs. What's happening, Simon?
Don't go anywhere, everybody, because I have some highlights for you all from the BSU women's basketball team's matchup against Livingstone College. Stay tuned to find out who walked away with the dub. Be right back.
Oh no!
The elves are gone!
Where did they run off to? The map shows they're heading to Bel Air.
Stay behind the trees!
Don't let them see you.
Hide! Somebody's coming! Do you see anything?
Kids, we need your help.
Those naughty little elves are on the loose again, and we've got to return them to the North Pole in time for Christmas.
Join us for the Magic Elf Hunt.
Happening December 12th through 14th.
And again, December 19th through the 21st.
From 12 to 4 p.m. at Bel Air Mansion.
For more information, visit cityofbowie.org/holiday happenings.
All right, everyone, let's get into your Tuesday sports page. First, there was some high school basketball action last night as both the Bladensburg girls and boys basketball teams took on Arundel High School. Now, the boys took down Arundel in a close game, 57-54, while the Lady Mustangs weren't so lucky, getting beaten by the Lady Wildcats 49-25. Both squads' next opponent will be Bowie High School tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Moving on to some news from my alma mater, the Bowie State Lady Bulldogs took the court last night for a CIAA matchup against Livingstone College. Now, Bowie was able to jump out in front in the first, as Mia Smith finishing inside over a swarm of Blue Bear defenders, Shania Taylor showing nice hustle with this putback shot after the miss from Gabrielle Clary, and Hannah Wilkerson knocking down this triple after the ditch from Sydney Smith. had the Lady Bulldogs up 13-8 at one point on Livingstone in the opening quarter. But Livingstone said not so fast, closing the gap and only being down 15-14 on Bowie going into the second quarter. The second quarter started off well for Livingstone, taking a small single-digit lead to open the quarter. But the Lady Bulldogs came roaring back as this block from Jada Booknight that turned into a mid-transition three from Malika Cobb had Bowie take the lead again at 22-21. The Lady Bulldogs kept the lead for the rest of the quarter and went into halftime with a 39-32 lead over Livingstone. In the third quarter, Bowie's lead got to the double-digit mark after Kristen Sterling laced his triple to help her squad go up 52-41 on the Lady Blue Bears, and it stayed at double digits as they went into the final quarter with a 59-48 lead over Livingstone. And in the end, Bowie was able to send their fans home happy as they took down the Lady Blue Bears 74-65. The next opponent will be Lynn University on Saturday. And with last night's win, head coach Shade Swan became the winningest coach in women's basketball history, recording her 166th career win. Congratulations, Coach Swan. Hopefully you and your team can make some noise in the CIAA tournament. Meantime, the Washington Commanders have announced that they'll be shutting down quarterback Jaden Daniels for the rest of the season. This comes after Daniels re-aggravated his dislocated left elbow injury in the team's game versus the Minnesota Vikings. Daniels has been a victim of multiple injuries this season, including a knee sprain that caused him to miss games as well this year. Despite not playing in any more games this season, head coach Dan Quinn says the former Offensive Rookie of the Year will continue to practice with the team. Washington is currently 4-10 and are gearing up for their matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles on Saturday. And wrapping up your Tuesday sports page, the Washington Capitals and Minnesota Wild will take the ice tonight. The game begins at 8 o'clock. And that wraps up your Tuesday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Thanks, Simon. Let's get a look at our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, it'll be mostly clear skies. Tomorrow will be cloudy with a high of 49. Thursday will be partly sunny with a high of 56. But get your umbrellas. We have a 100% chance of rain. Friday to kick off the weekend, it'll be 48 degrees. More rain is expected before 1 p.m.
And for our community calendar, tomorrow night, Shabbat of Bowie presents Hanukkah in Bowie. Come out and celebrate the Jewish Festival of Lights with a 9-foot menorah lighting, a juggling act, and traditional donuts and latkes. This event takes place at 5:30 p.m. at the Bowie Senior Center. For more information, visit shabbatbowie.com/menorah25.
Have a story to tell, you can reach out to our CTV News tip line.
Just give us a call at 301-386-4085, or you can send an email to ctvnews@pgctv.org. As always, we look forward to hearing from you.
And that wraps up CTV News for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good night.